Welcome to another episode of MGM Target's Greatest Hits. I'm your host, Patrick Kelly. Today, we're going to talk about the care and use of another MGM product.
Shooter ready.
What's that? Shooter ready?
Stand by.
Stand by? It's a lot of fun shooting MGM targets, but occasionally you have to do a little maintenance. Case in point. One of my plate racks, and it lives on a semi-private bay on a public range. Consequently, it gets a lot of rifle fire. And over time, fasteners loosen up. Not unusual. If you keep after them, keep the fasteners tight, you'll never have a problem. Well, I didn't keep after this one well enough. And the bolts have loosened up, and the plate's been flopping around, and it still works. So you'd never notice it was a problem. It still works. But I came down here in preparation for this maintenance segment, and I noticed that one of the ears was broken on the hinge. All my fault. I didn't have the bolts tight, and the plate was able to torque around, and it broke the ear off the hinge. So I'll replace the plate, pull the hitch pin clip out, which was incorrectly installed top to bottom. It's supposed to go from bottom to top and all the way through. It's also missing a spacer washer, which we'll talk about in a minute. We'll pull the plate out of the way. Wow, that was difficult, wasn't it? And we've got a brand new plate and hinge. So we'll pull the hitch pin clip out from the bottom. Spacer washer. This was missing on the old plate. Spacer washer is important, and I'll show you why in just a moment. But here it is. It goes all the way on to begin with. Put the plate back in place. Pull it all the way to the outboard side. Okay. What that does is it sets the proper spacing, and it keeps the plate properly centered within the ears that hold it onto the plate rack. And again, that's the first notch. That's normally where hitch pin clip goes. This goes all the way up. And I'll show you the reason why. If I push it back down to where it normally would go, the plate doesn't fall over. Now it will. Of course, you hit it with a 308, it's going to fall over. Everything succumbs to the 308. I'm not biased. So anyways, it doesn't fall over. Again, if I grab a hold of it and give it a good smack, it'll fall over, and it'll bend the hitch pin clip, and it'll bend back, and you'll always have problems with it. So push it all the way up as far as it wants, as far as you can get it to go, and then it operates nice and smooth. Okay, that's how it's supposed to work. So that's a brand new plate installed. Speaking of brand new plates, MGM has a variety of plates that are available to you. So as quickly as it took me to pull out one hitch pin clip, pull it out, spacer washer, put it back in, that's as long as it takes. They've got pesky poppers and diamond plates and stop signs and smaller plates and larger plates. A variety of different plates to challenge the shooter. Other than that, the other fastener is the one that actually sets the plate's distance forward. It sets the sensitivity of the plate. If you have the plate totally upright, right on the balance point, it won't take much to have it fall over. Well, consequently, it won't take much for all the rest of them to fall over when this one goes slamming down. So the other ones will sympathetically fall if you don't have it set properly. Well, so set them way forward, right? Loosen that bolt up and set them way forward. There's a problem with that too, and I'll show you what that is. If you hit it too far forward, when you or your assistant go to reset your plates and the bar comes up, it'll go too far forward. When it goes too far forward, it doesn't want to fall back naturally under its own weight. So MGM has these all set up properly that when you pull on the bar, it just goes up and you can kind of feel it. Okay, it still wants to come back. If I move these things another 3/8 of an inch further forward, that bar wants to stay up. If you pull it on a few times, you'll get the jerk around and eventually it'll fall down. But if you set it up properly, the bar just goes up, sets them all up, and just has a little bit of force, wants to come back to Mother Earth. That sets it two ways. One, they won't sympathetically fall when you slam them down with your high-powered rifle, and your plate rack reset mechanism will work properly too. Other than that, throw a little paint on it occasionally, and you're good to go. speaking of good to go, let's go shoot. There's a lifetime of performance built into every MGM product. And after a good performance, the audience expects an encore. Well, here it is. I call this one red on the right. Downrange, I have a plate rack with one red target on it. In front of it are two 18 by 24 inch gongs. My goal is to bank a bullet off one, onto the other, and ultimately hitting the red target. Cool thing about this shot is, I can't see the red target. Let's see if we can do it. There you have it, red on the right.